Okay. Right, everyone, we're ready to go live. We're ready.
Our opening Nusach. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We're here back together for yet one more Shabbat with social distancing. We hope and pray that this will come to an early conclusion. But until then, we'll get together online. We'll see each other's faces. We'll rejoice and pray together. So let's start that out. Page 122. Baruch She'amar, we call upon Len Feingold to lead us in the Nusach.
Baruch She'amar Haya Olam, Baruch Hu, Baruch Hoseh Bereshit,
Baruch Shemo,
Baruch Homer Ve'oseh,
Baruch Hu,
Baruch Gozer Umekayem,
Baruch Shemo,
Baruch Merachem al haaretz,
Baruch Hu,
Baruch Merachem al habriyochot,
Baruch Shemo,
Baruch Mishalem Sachar Tov L'Reyahav,
Baruch Hu,
Baruch Haila'ad B'Kayam LaNetzach,
Baruch Shemo,
Baruch Podeh Umatzil,
Baruch Hu, Baruch Shemo.
Shemo. Yachid Cheolamim, Melech Meshubah Mfarei, Ad Shemo Hagadol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Melech Mehulal, Batish Bachot.
Okay, we continue with Mizmor Shir, found on page 134.
Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat, Tov Lehodot LaDonai. Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat, Uzamer Leshimcha Elyon. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות. צדיק כתמר יפרח, כארז בלבנון ישגב, שתולים בבית אדוני, בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו. עוד ינובון בשיבה, דשנים רעננים יהיו. להגיד כי ישר אדוני, צורי ולא עוולת בו.
Koach. We turn now to the Ashrei 136, and Hannah and Micah will lead us in this prayer.
Ashrei, Ashrei, Yoshvei, Yoshvei, Beitecha, Od Hallelujah, Od Hallelujah. Ashrei, Ashrei, Yoshvei, Yoshvei, Beitecha. Od Hallelujah, Od Hallelujah. Ashrei, Yoshvei, Yoshvei, Beitecha. Od Hallelujah, Od Hallelujah. Ashrei, Ashrei, Yoshvei, Yoshvei, Beitecha. Od Hallelujah, Od Hallelujah.
We continue in Psuke de Zimra with the last 5 Psalms of the Book of Psalms, starting on page 137. Hallelujah, hallelujah, nafshi et Adonai. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, nafshi et Adonai. Oh, hallelujah, Adonai bechayai. Azamer al Elohei be'odi. Oh, hallelujah, Adonai bechayai. Azamer al Elohei be'odi. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, nafshi et Adonai. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, nafshi et Adonai. Oh, hallelujah, Adonai bechayai. Azamer al Elohei be'odi. Oh, hallelujah, Adonai bechayai. Azamer al Elohei be'odi. Azamer al Elohei be'odi.
Al tiftechu ben dilim v'ben adam she'emot Yeshua. Continue page 137.
Adonai shomer et kerim yatov yamana yoded v'derech rishayim yavet im lo chanei le'olam lo ha'echti on the door v'ador. Hallelujah.
138.
Tov Zamrana Eloheinu Kinayim Navatila. Call out to God in thanksgiving and with the music of the lyre sing to God who covers the heavens with clouds, providing rain for Magid Yisrael Chulkav u'mishpatav Yisrael Lo asak chen kol goy u'mishpatim b'yadahum Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
139.
Le'aram keren le'amoti lad l'chol chasidav Livnei Yisrael am kravo Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Page 140. La'asor malchehem zikim v'nichbedehem b'chavlei barzel La'asot behem ishmat katuv Hadar hu l'chol chasidav Hallelujah.
141, Psalm 150, right at the top of the page.
Hallelujah, 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 el bikacho, hallelujah, birkiauso, hallelujah, bigrotav, hallelujah, kirov gudlo. Hallelujah, 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 betake a shofar, hallelujah, b'nei belchinor, hallelujah, betov umachol, hallelujah, b'minim bugav, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 betzil tzlei shama, hallelujah, betzil tzlei trua, kol hanshama hallelujah, kol hanshama hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
We continue on now with Shochenad, the Shacharit service proper, page 147. We call upon Levi.
Shohenan marom vekadosh shemo
Shochenad Maron, Kadosh Shemo.
befi yisharim titala uvdivrei tzadikim titpara uvlishon chasidim titromam uvkerev kedoshim titkadash uvmakalot revevot am habeit Yisrael. להודות, להלל, לשבח, לפאר, לרומם, להדיר, לברר, להלל ולקלס, על כל דברי שירות ותשבחות, דוד בן ישי עבדך משיחך.
Page 148, we call upon Matthew Sachs.
Shabbat Shimha Le'ad Malkeinu. ברכות והודאות מאז ועד עולם. ברוך אתה אדוני אל מלך גדול בתשכחות אל ההודעות אדוני נפלאות הבוחר בשערי זמרה מלך אלוהי העולמים.
Middle of 148. Yitkada v'yitkadash me'iraba Yoma divra kirute v'yamlich malchute v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael bagala uv'izman kariv imeru amen Yehi shmei rabba mevorach Le'olam olam me'omaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shmei Kedusha berichu la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata Damiran be'alma ve'imeru.
Amen.
Turn to the Baruch Hu, page 149. Call upon Ken Solomon.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Voed. Baruch Ato Adonai Eloheinu Melech Olam Yotzer Or Uvorech Choshech Oseh Shalom Uvorei Et Hakol Hakol Yaducha V'Yakol Shpachucha V'Yakol. Ein ki yerkach Adonai Eloheinu b'olam hazeh, v'yein zulach malkeinu l'chayei olam haba. Efes biltecha go aleinu limod hamashiach, v'yein domeh lecha moshienu l'tchiyat ha'ametim.
Eladon, page 151. Call upon David.
Eladon al kol hamasim baruch umborach b'fi kol nishama godlo v'tuvo malei olam da'at utvut na'sof moto Hamika el chayot hakodesh v'nedar v'chavod al hamerkava zechut umishor livnei chiso Chesed v'rachamim lifnei kivodo. Tovim me'orot shebara Eloheinu yitzaram b'da'at b'bina uvaskel koach u'gvura natan bahem liyot moshlim b'keruv tevel mele'im zibum tikim noga na'eh zivam b'chol ha'olam Smechim b'tzeitam v'sasim ve'oam Osim b'eim aratzon konam Ke'er b'chavod notnim lishmot Ola v'rina l'zecher malchuto Ara l'shemesh v'yisrach ora'at v'hikim surat alvana Shevach notnim lo Kol tzeva maharom Tiferet ugedula srafim ve'ofanim ve'chayim.
Mitzrayot HaKodesh. Continue 152.
כולם
153.
כולם אהובים, כולם ברורים, כולם גיבורים וכולם עושים באימה וברצון קונם, וכולם פותחים את פיהם בקדושה וטהרה, בשירה ובזמרה, ומברכים ומשבחים ומפארים ומעריצים ומקדישים וממליכים את שם האל המלך הגדול הגיבור והנורא קדוש הוא, וכולם מקבלים עליהם המלכות שמיים זה מזה, ונותנים רשות לזה להקדיש לעצמם בנחת רוח, בשפה ברובע ונעימה קדושה, כולם כאחד עונים ואומרים ביראה,
קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלך כל הארץ כבודו.
והאופניים והיות הקודש ברעש גדול מנסים למצרפים, לעומתם משבחים ואומרים
ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו.
אור חדש על ציון תאיר, ונזכה כולנו מהרה לאורות, ברוך אתה אדוני יוצר המאורות.
Ahava Rabbah, page 154.
אהבה רבה אהבתנו, אדוני אלוהינו, חמלה גדולה ויתרה, חמלת עלינו. אבינו מלכנו, בעבור אבותינו, שבטחו בך, שבטחו בך, אבינו מלכנו. ותלמדם חוקי חיים, כן תחננו תלמדנו, אבינו אב הרחמן, המרחם רחם עלינו. ותן בליבנו להבין ולהשכיל לשמוע, ללמוד וללמד, לשמור ולעשות, ולקיים את כל דברי תלמוד תורתך באהבה. והאר עינינו בתורתך, ודבק ליבנו במצוותיך, ויחל לבבנו לאהבה ולראה את שמך, ולא נבוש לעולם מועד, ולא נבוש לעולם מועד, כי בשם קדשך הגדול והנורא בטחנו, נגילה ונשמחה, נגילה ונשמחה בישועתך, והביאנו לשלום מארבע כנפות הארץ, ותוליכנו קוממיות לארצנו, כי אל פועל ישועות אתה, ובנו בחרת מכל עם ולשון, וקרבתנו לשמך הגדול. סלע, סלע, באמת, להודות לך וליחדך, וליחדך באהבה. ברוך אתה אדוני, הבוחר בעמו ישראל, באהבה.
155.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. והיה אם שבת תשמע עשי שאני מצווכם היום לאהבה, יום מקור סברך ונתתי יסף בשדך. ויאמר אליהם משה לאמור, דבר אל בני ישראל אמרת להם ועשו להם ציצית, קפה בדם וריתם אותו זכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני ועשיתם אותם, ולא תטו רק על עליכם ולכם אלוהיכם אמת.
Go.
ויציב ונכון וקיים וישר ונאמן ואהוב ובנים.
Go.
ודבריו חיים קיימים נאמנים נחמדים לעד עולמי לעמים על אבותינו ועלינו ועל בנינו ודורתנו.
בעזרת אבותינו נעמי העולם. תהילות לאל עליון, ברוך ומבורך. משה ומרים ובני ישראל, לך אנו שירה בשמחה רבה, ויאמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, שירה חדשה שיבחו גאולים, לשמך על שפת הים יחד כולם, הודו והמלכו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, La la die 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 die. Die, 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 die. Sur Yisrael, kuma Ezrat Yisrael, uvdechenu mecha Yehuda v'Yisrael. Go aleinu Adonai Tzvaot, Shemo Kedosh Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael.
Yasher Koach. We continue with the Amida. We'll begin together. Heichi Kedusha, found on page 159. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'Zocher Chazdei Avot Umevigo elivnei v'nehem leman shemo be'ahava melech ozer umoshia umagen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham upoket Sarah Atah gibor le'olam Adonai mechayei metim Atah Rav lehoshia mechalkel chayim bechesed Mechayei meitim berachamim rabim. Somech noflim verofei cholim. Umatir asurim. Umekayem emunato. Lishenei afar. Michamocha ba'al gevurot. Umido melach, melech meimit umechaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman atah lachayot meitim. Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hameitim.
Amen. נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה, ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוא כל הארץ כבודו. אז בקול רעש גדול, אדיר וחזק, משמיעים קול מתנסים, לעומת שרפים, לעומתם ברוך יאמרו. ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו, ממקומך מלכנו תופיע, ותמלוך עלינו, ותמלוך עלינו, כי מחכים אנחנו לך. מתי תמלוך, תמלוך בציון, בקרוב בימינו, לעולם ועד תשכון, תתקדל ותתקדש בתוך ירושלים עירך, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, ולנצח נצחים, ועינינו תיראנה, תיראנה מלכותך, כדבר האמור בשירי עוזך על ידי דוד משיח צדקך. ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי ציון לדור ודור. הללויה.
לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש. לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש. ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד, כי אל מלך גדול וקדוש אתה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We continue silently, Hebrew or English, starting on page 162. Shalom, shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom, se shalom, shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom. Shalom, shalom aleinu, ay ve'al kol Yisrael,
say shalom. Oh, say shalom, shalom bimromav. Ooh, yaseh shalom. Ooh, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ay, 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 ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'immeru amen. Oh, say shalom, shalom bimromav. Ooh, yaseh shalom. Oh, say shalom, shalom bimromav. Ooh, yaseh shalom. Page 167. Yitkara v'yitkara shemei rabba Be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon v'yamechon v'chayetecho beit Yisrael V'agalau v'zman kari v'yimeru Amen Yehi shmei rabba mevarach Le'alam u'lo me'amaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitbar v'yitramah v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudesha Richule'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma ve'imeru Amen Tika ba'atzloton v'adon l'chol Yisrael kodam avuhon divishmaya ve'imeru Amen Yehi shlomo rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru Amen Oseh shalom bimromav Yaseh shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imeru Amen.
Yasher Koach to all of our daveners for the Shacharit service. I'd like to say a few words about what's going on in the Jewish calendar. I don't know about you, but as I read 3 newspapers a day. The New York Times, the Washington Post, and the Wall Street Journal. And as I'm reading these papers, kind of trying to get a different perspective, different set of editorialists, so to speak, I'm finding myself going from article on COVID to article on COVID. It's almost as if I'm skipping over every other piece of news in the world, except for this worldwide pandemic, which is with us every single day. And it's in the newspapers also. Every other article, more than that, probably 90% of what you see in the newspapers today is about COVID. And I realized that I'm not thinking about much else. We're thinking about the synagogue every day, reaching out to our community, but we're reaching out to our community every day because we know that they are alone. People are a bit lonely. It's just so stifling to be in the house all day long. So when we reach out as a congregation, that's what we're doing. We're reaching out to comfort people. Nevertheless, just because of our activities, that's all we seem to be thinking about, is this novel coronavirus and whether we can go outside and the politics of it and the left and the right and all having to do with this virus that has us all seemingly riveted. So I'm not thinking about much else. And there are other things that are happening in the world, even with Israel. There is a concern now that the Israeli government will move forward with annexing some of the territories, which is very controversial, both in Israel and in America. And I was online with some of my rabbinic colleagues around the country, and we were talking about a resolution about what's going on in Israel. And honestly, when I was talking with them, is the first time I had thought about Israel really in weeks and weeks, and it's usually on my mind all the time. Last summer, I finished my program at the Hartman Institute, and it was 4 years of being in Israel every summer and about 10 days every winter. And it's as if that whole experience seemed like years and years ago. We just learned that the Hartman Institute, the next cohort of rabbis, had to have their first summer first full summer canceled. People can't travel overseas. There's quarantines and so on. So again, it's as if COVID has just completely surrounded us and gets our best attention and best concern of anything else. Well, I wanted to kind of put a stop to that for at least a few minutes today. And remember that it was Yom Yerushalayim yesterday. That's Jerusalem Day. And it talks about the 1967 war, the Six-Day War, when the city of Jerusalem and some of the other holy sites like Hebron were taken over, sovereign control, by the Israelis in a defensive war. Completely legal in a sense there to take over territory that you win in a defensive war. And it's so much more than that in terms of how we understand ourselves as a people and how we understand our holy sites in the land of Israel. Jerusalem is holy to the Jewish people. Ancient Jerusalem, current day Jerusalem, there is something special and holy. Just go to Jerusalem, you'll see. There's a sense of history there, a sense of historical commitment to the land of Israel, and particularly to the city of Jerusalem. Now take a look at the Bible. Jerusalem is mentioned 660 times in the Bible. Jerusalem is throughout the Bible, the centerpiece, the holiest city throughout Jewish history. King David established Jerusalem as the eternal capital of the Jewish people in 1000 BCE. That's a long time ago. But since that day, Jerusalem has been something special and holy in the eyes of the Jewish people. There were 2 temples in Jerusalem, both of which were destroyed at different parts of Jewish history. But nevertheless, those temples were the centerpiece of worship for the Jewish people from the very beginning. And there's so many things that we do practically every day, several times on the Jewish calendar, that have to do with focusing on Jerusalem. Every day in our prayers, we face east with the understanding that east is the way, is the direction of Jerusalem. Now, Denver, I don't know, Jerusalem's probably a little bit southeast. And if you go into our sanctuary, if we ever get in there again, you'll see that the ark is kind of on the southeast corner of our sanctuary. So in a sense, we didn't do it because of that. It was just construction issues, but I did find that it was interesting that it was actually focused and facing Jerusalem more so than just facing straight east. Nevertheless, Jews in this hemisphere, every single day, 3 times a day when they pray towards Jerusalem. Weddings talk about Jerusalem and the destruction of the temple, even with the breaking of the glass, where we focus for just a little bit on our holiest site. That is the city of Jerusalem and the Holy Temple Mount, where we often go to visit, the Kotel, which is the retaining wall, the western wall of the holy city and temple in Jerusalem. Pesach, those of you who were at our Passover Sidarim know that at the very end of the Seder, we talk about going back to Jerusalem, and perhaps next year we'll be able to celebrate Pesach in Jerusalem. At the end of Yom Kippur, again, L'Shana Haba'ah B'Yerushalayim. Next year we should be davening Yom Kippur in no other city other than the holy city of Jerusalem. And when we comfort mourners, we talk about Hamakom Yenachem Etchem V'Tok Sha'ar Avilei Tzion V'Yerushalayim, that you should be comforted amongst the other mourners of Tzion, which is Jerusalem, V'Yerushalayim, Jerusalem. So we comfort, bringing a sense of Jerusalem back into even the saddest times in our life as Jews. Now, Jerusalem is holy to other Western religions. But if you look at Christianity, there's another center, there's another home in Rome or Constantinople. For Muslims, Mecca, Medina, other holy cities in their tradition. But for the Jewish people, it's only one holy site, and that is the city of Jerusalem. Maimonides in the Middle Ages said about Jerusalem that the divine presence was never exiled from Jerusalem like the people of Israel were. God is always there, and God's presence is felt most poignantly, most closely and intensely in that holy city. The prophets of Israel, Micah and Zechariah, talk about the fact that Jerusalem will be rebuilt by the Jewish people despite the Jewish people's exile, and despite the destruction of the two temples, the Jews will return. And in 1948, we saw that the Jews, in fact, declared its own sovereign country. The Jews were back. They were in control of the territory, and they had an army to protect themselves. And as if a historical miracle happened in 1948, when the state of Israel became a reality. But even so, with the state of Israel declared in 1948, the country was still almost cut in half. One side, Jordan, the other side, and a smaller side, the state of Israel. And there were those who said, that's not Israel. That's not fully where we need to be as Jews in Israel. Rav Tzvi Yehuda Kook didn't even see the Jews as independent in their land without the possession of holy sites like Jerusalem or Hebron. Yehuda Kook interestingly said that where the Jews are is where the ancient Philistines were, and that is on the coast. So we have Haifa and Tel Aviv and Ashkelon and Ashdod and Yaffo. That's where the Philistines used to live, not where the Jews used to live. The Jews in ancient times lived in the mountainous areas of Jerusalem, and in the southern areas like in Hebron. That's where Jews lived. And not until the 1967 Day War, right, in the 6-Day War, did all of those territories where the Jews lived come under sovereign control of the Jewish people. So 1967, a pivotal time in really Jewish history, and certainly in the history of our Holy Land and the history of the state of Israel. Now, if you take a look at that liberation, and that's what we're celebrating when we celebrate Yom Yerushalayim. Moshe Dayan, who was the general at the time, who saw his forces moving on the holy city of Jerusalem and ultimately capturing it, Moshe Dayan said to our Arab neighbors, we extend especially at this hour the hand of peace. To members of other religions, Christians and Muslims, I hereby promise faithfully that their full freedom and all their religious rights will be preserved. So unlike what was happening when Jordan was in control of the holy city, which was divided and much of it destroyed, like the Hurva synagogue, which has been rebuilt, but it was destroyed by the Jordanians, and the holy cemetery on the Mount of Olives was also looted and destroyed under the Jordanians. That was not going to be the situation now that the Jews had liberated Jerusalem. There was an offer, an overture of peace by Moshe Dayan, which was followed up in Israeli law, that the Temple Mount and the holy places for Arabs and for Christians would remain available to them under Israeli control ultimately, but some autonomy given over to the other religions so they could ensure worship at their holy sites. And that was under the state of Israel, its laws. Finally, I just wanted to mention that Jerusalem is a very old city, but has become a very new city as well. Kind of like what Theodor Herzl called his seminal book on Zionism, Alt New Land. And what does that mean? It means the new old land. Right? Jerusalem is new, in its kind of old context. And that's where the meaning is made for the Jewish people. What does it mean to be in sovereign control of the holy sites? What does it mean religiously? And now what does it mean in terms of governmental control, right, and autonomy of the Jewish people over the land? So those are the questions that we're looking at and thinking about as Jews every year. And I don't want Yom Yerushalayim to be forgotten this year, even though our minds are in a very different place. So I hope just through my words this morning, we can remember our loyalty to the people of Israel and to the state of Israel and to our holy sites. So I want to wish everybody a happy Yom Yerushalayim and wish you all a Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom and Yasher Koach, Rabbi Dallin. We will now recite a prayer for healing. If you or someone you love is in need of healing, if you are praying for someone, we ask you now to hold them in your hearts, to say their name out loud wherever you are, because there is something powerful in naming and in recognizing. And even more powerful after Shabbat, give those folks a call and check in with them and let them know that you're praying for their healing. מי שברך אבותינו אברהם יצחק ויעקב ואמותינו שרה רבקה רחל ולאה הוא יברך וירפא את החולים. הקדוש ברוך הוא ימלא רחמים עליהם להחזיקם ולרפאותם וישלח להם מהרה רפואה שלמה מן השמיים, רפואת הנפש ורפואת הגוף בתוך שאר החולים, וחזק את ידי העוסקים בצרכיכם. שבת עמי לזעוק רפואה קרובה לבוא, השתה בגלה בזמן קריב, ונאמר אמן. May the one who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bring blessing and healing to all in need. May the Holy One mercifully restore them to health and vigor, granting them spiritual and physical well-being, together with all who are ill, and may God grant strength to those who tend to them. Though Shabbat is a time to refrain from crying out, we yet hope and pray that healing is at hand, and let us say, Amen. Page 176.
Say a prayer for our congregation. Mishaberach Avotenu ve'imotenu. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless this holy congregation, adults, children, students, teachers, and all that is ours. May it be your will to bless us, to hear our voices raised in prayer, and to protect us from any trouble and difficulty. Spread over us the divine canopy of peace, and plant within us love and unity, peace and friendship. Banish all hate among us. May the words of Torah be fulfilled. Do not wrong one another, but fear your God, that you may dwell upon the land securely. And so may it be your will, and let us say Amen.
Amen. Rabbi Dallin, page 177, a prayer for our country.
A prayer for our country and a prayer for unity in our country. We see the divisiveness still entering into even the response to COVID, and we hope and pray that true, focused, unified leadership will come out of this crisis, perhaps when more so certainly than we had before, but we hope that our leadership will help keep us safe and give us direction in terms of our future with this virus. So a prayer for our country, the alternative prayer found on page 177 to the far left. Our God and God of our ancestors, grant to our country the will and wherewithal to fulfill its calling to justice, liberty, and equality. May each of us fulfill our responsibilities of citizenship with care, generosity, and gratitude, ever conscious of the extraordinary blessing of freedom, ever mindful of our duties to one another. Bless those who volunteer to labor on behalf of us all. May they find the strength and courage to complete their tasks and fulfill their dreams. May our judges, elected leaders, and all who hold public office exercise their responsibilities with wisdom, fairness, and justice for all. Fill them with love and kindness and bless them that they may walk with integrity on the paths of peace and of righteousness. Creator and protector of all, watch over our armed forces and all those entrusted with our safety as they daily put their lives at risk to protect us and our freedoms. Be with them in times of danger. Give them courage to act with honor and dignity, as well as insight to do what is right in their eyes. Fill us all with the gifts of love and courage, that we may create a world that reflects your glory. May we each respond to the charge of your prophet. For what does Adonai demand of you? But to act justly, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your God. May the Holy One who brings peace on high bring peace and prosperity to our world and keep us in safety. And let us say, Amen. Just
Amen.
want to mention before we continue, of course, it is Memorial Day weekend, memorial for all those who have lost their lives in defending the United States of America, all those who are in uniform, and all of those veterans. We think of your sacrifice and your commitment to the welfare of us all by serving in our armed forces, and we bless you and your families, and we remember all those who have fallen for the sake of freedom in our country.
We will acknowledge our fallen soldiers, sailors, Marines later in the service when we say the mourner's Kaddish as well. We continue now with a prayer for the state of Israel, page 178. Avinu Shabashamayim Tzur Yisrael Vegoalo Barechem Medinat Yisrael Reshit Tzmichat Gulatenu Hagen Aleha Be'evrat Chastecha Ufros Aleha Sukat Shlomecha Ushlach Orcha Ve'amitcha Lerashea Sarea Ve'yotzea V'taknem Be'etzah Tova Milfanecha Chazek Yedei Mignei Eretz Kodshenu V'anchilem Eloheinu Yeshua Ve'ateret Nitzachon Ta'atrem V'natata Shalom Ba'aretz V'simchat Olam L'chol Yoshvea V'nomar Amen. Avinu Shabashamayim, stronghold and redeemer of the people Israel, bless the state of Israel, the beginning of our redemption. Shield it with your love, spread over it the shelter of your peace. Guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel. Strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them, crown their efforts with triumph. Bless the land with peace and all of its inhabitants with lasting joy. And let us say, Amen. We now continue with with Birkat HaChodesh, announcing the coming month. We will turn now to page 180 in Sidur Lev Shalem. I want to remind you that Lev Shalem is available as a free download on our website at headenver.org. And I invite my friend Ken Salomon to join me in leading Birkat HaChodesh.
Yehi ratzon milfanecha Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu shetechadesh aleinu et hachodesh haba l'tova v'livracha v'titen lanu chaim aruchim chaim shel shalom. Yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai 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 lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 Chaim shel tova, chaim shel bracha, chaim shel parnasa, chaim shel chilutz atzamot, chaim sheyesh bohem yirat shamayim veyirat het, chaim shein bohem busha ve'uflima, chaim shel osher v'chavod, chaim shetehei banu ahaft ahavat Torah v'yirat shamayim, chaim shimalu, mishalot libenu letova. Amen. Selah.
May it be your will, Adonai, our God and God of our ancestors. Grant that this month bring us goodness and blessing, and bestow on us a long life, a life that is peaceful, a life that is good, a life that is blessed, a life with proper sustenance, a life with physical vitality, a life conscious of heaven's demands and wary of sin, a life free of shame and reproach, a life of abundance and honor, a life of love of Torah, conscious of heaven's demands, a life in which the worthy desires of our hearts are fulfilled, and let us say, Amen. May God, who wrought miracles for our ancestors, redeeming them from slavery to freedom, redeem us soon and gather our dispersed from the four corners of the earth. May the entire people of Israel be united in friendship, and let us say, Amen.
Mishasa nisim lavotenu v'gawalo tami avdut lecherut hu yigalo tanu bekarov v'kabetz nidchenu mi'arba kanfot haaretz Chaverim kol Yisrael Chaverim kol Yisrael Chaverim kol Yisrael, Chaverim kol Yisrael, v'nomar Amen. Chaverim kol Yisrael, Chaverim kol Yisrael, v'nomar
Amen.
Rosh Chodesh Sivan Yeh Bayom Rishon Haba Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael L'Tova.
The new month of Sivan will begin on the first day of the week, also known as Sunday. May it hold a blessing for us and for all the people, Israel. May the Holy One bless this new month for us and for the entire people, the house of Israel, with life and peace, joy and gladness, deliverance and consolation. And let us say, Amen.
Yechad Shehu HaKadosh Baruch Hu Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'al Kol Amo Beit Yisrael L'chaim U'Shalom
Amen.
L'sason U'Simcha
Amen.
V'Shuol Nechama V'Nomar Amen.
We now come to our weekly announcements presented by a member of our board of directors, who I believe is on the call with us. Is Rachel here? If not, we will hold off a little while and invite her to give the announcements later. We will continue the service then on page 184 with Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
V'yamad divrach chirutei, v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon, u'v'yomechon, u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agalau v'zman karib, v'himru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevorach, le'olam ulmei almaya yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitrama v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei kudeshah brichu le'elav min kol brechata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata v'nechemata Da'amiran be'alma ve'imru. Amen.
Page 193. I'm sorry. No, it's Musaf Amida is on page 185.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Ve'anora אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכה חסדי אבות, ומביא גואל לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה מתים אתה, רב להושיע. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות מתים. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה המתים.
נעריצך ונקדישך, כסוד שיח שרפי קודש, המקדישים שמך בקודש, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זל זה ואמר,
קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות,
מלוך כל הארץ כבודו, כבודו מלא עולם. משרתיו שואלים זה לזה, משרתיו שואלים זה לזה, איה מקום כבודו, לעומתם לעומתם, ברוך יאמרו, ברוך
כבוד אדוני ממקומו.
ממקומו הוא יפן ברחמים ויחונם, עם יחד עם שמו, ערב ובוקר בכל יום תמיד, פעמיים באב שמע אומרים, שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו, מלכנו, הוא מושיענו, והוא ישמיענו ברחמיו, שנית, 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 שנית לעיני כל חי, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ובדברי קודשך כתוב לאמור, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהיך ציון לדור ודור, הללויה. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, ולנצח נצחים, קדושתך נקדיש, V'shivchacho Eloheinu midinu lo yamush le'olam va'ed. Ki el melech gadol v'kadosh ata Ledor vador nagi God lecha
Tzachim
Kedushakanakdish Baruch atah Adonai Oel HaKadosh.
Amen. We continue in our personal recitation of the Amidah through page 192. Tikanta Shabbat ratita kanoteha. Page 203. Amen.
Alma divrach yurte v'yamlich malchute v'chaychonu v'mechonu chayrechol beit Yisrael v'agalav bizman kari v'meruhu amen Yehi shmei rabba mevarach le'alam u'al mehalmaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach Yitbar v'yirmam v'yitnaseh Yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudesha v'richu Leila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechat v'nechamata damiran v'alma v'meruhu amen Yitkabel tzlodhon v'alhon b'chol Yisrael kadem avahon v'ishmaya v'meruhu amen Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim alev v'al kol Yisrael v'meruhu amen Oseh shalom b'mromav hu yaseh shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru. Amen.
We continue now with the conclusion of our service, starting with Ein Kelohenu, page 204. Call upon Albert Banker.
En Kelohenu, en Kadonenu, en Kemalkenu, en Kemoshienu, Michelohenu, Michadonenu, Michemalkenu, Michemoshienu, Nodel Elohenu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Malkenu, Nodel Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu, Atahu Shetiru Avotenu, Lefanecha et Kedoret Asamim, Dai, 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 Die, die, da, 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 die. Die, die, da, 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 die. Da, 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 die, da, da, die. Die, die, da, 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 die. Die, da, da, die. Die, da, da, die. Da, da, die. Die.
We continue with Aleinu, page 205.
Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, lateit gedula leotzer bereshit, delo asanu gegeye haratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vigor aleinu kechol hamonam, vanachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ משה יקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים הוא אלוהינו אינו, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, כך כתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת עינו. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
We mourn the recent passing members of our community, Lee Stewart Mendel, a beloved husband of Barbara Mendel, and Ethel Mendel of blessed memory, father of Neil Mendel, Jody Asarch, Tim Emery, and Patargaman Emery. We also mourn the recent passing of our friend of the community, Art Kleinstein, and we extend our condolences to his wife, Joanne, to his sister, Edie, to children, Mitch, Lauren, Jared, and Shane. To these two families, we hope and pray that consolation and peace will come readily and speedily for you as you all remember your loved ones. We also remember all those in our community around the world who've lost their lives from this disease. And we hope and pray that their families will find some peace and consolation in the days, weeks, and months ahead. Mourners Kaddish, page 207. Yit kadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, ve'oma divra kirute ve'amlich malchute, v'chayechon u've'omechon u'bchaye dechol beit Yisrael, va'agala u'vizman kariv v'meru, amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lamei maya, Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit romam v'yit naseh, v'yit hadar v'yitalev v'yitala shemei dikudsha barichu, la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, namiran be'alma v'meru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'meru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'meru, amen.
We'll return to the Mourner's Kaddish after the Psalm for Shabbat, page 112.
Adonai me'od amku machshevotecha. Vodinovund v'seva deshenim v'rananim yiyu le'agid ki ashar Adonai tzuri v'lo avlad tabo.
We return now to the Mourner's Kaddish on page 207, and we also hold in our hearts today the memories of those who sacrificed their lives for our country and its security. To the families of all those who did, we extend our condolences and our thanks to you for their service and their sacrifice this day and every day. We return to the Mourner's Kaddish on page 207. Yitkadal veyitkadash shemei rabah be'alma divra chirute ve'amlich malchute b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael bagala uvizman kari ve'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabah mevorach le'olam olmei maya yitbarach ve'yishtabach ve'yitpa'ar ve'yitromam ve'yitnaseh ve'yitadar ve'yitale ve'yitalal shmei d'kudsha brichu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma ve'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. At this time, it is our pleasure to call upon a member of our board of directors, Rachel Sachs, to make this week's announcements, followed by Kiddush.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. I'm Rachel Sachs. This is Asher. I first want to say Asher Koach to our davening team. Thank you so much for bringing Shabbat into our homes every Saturday. Thank you very much. And thank you, all of you that are tuning in to watch us. We look forward to having you with us every week. Please support our Monday morning minyan, Sunday through Friday at 8 a.m. For mourners who recite Kaddish, we need 10 Jewish adults. So it is a mitzvah and we all are welcome to join us. We're also offering Friday evening minyan at 6 p.m. via Zoom. All the Zoom links for all of the following announcements can be found on the website or the Thursday HEA email. Every Saturday at noon following our Shabbat service, join Rabbi Grunwald for Kiddush and Kibbutz for a study on this week's Parsha. There's a different Zoom, so you can find that on the website. This evening at 9:05, join us for a beautiful Havdalah service. And Thursday evening, this Thursday, May 28th, is the start of Shavuot. And Jewish Colorado is hosting a community-wide virtual night of communal learning. There's going to be sessions all evening, and you can find the Zoom links on HEA's website or Jewish Colorado's website. There's a young family program at 5 p.m. There's then learning sessions between 6 and 11 p.m. Rabbi Dali and Melanie Grunwald, Rabbi Grunwald, a lot of teachers and rabbis in our community will be offering sessions. So please be sure to check that out. There's also a Rabbis After Dark, a late night learning session led by Rabbi Grunwald and Rabbi Kobrin of Rodef Shalom. So again, check out our website for all those links and Jewish Colorado's. Friday morning services begin at 10 a.m. Saturday morning services at 10 a.m. in Yitzker around 11. Please join Rabbi Dalan at noon on Tuesdays and Thursdays for traditional study of Pirkei Avot. And then Rabbi Grunwald is holding a weekly learning and support group for healthcare professionals. There's one this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Via Zoom. And this is a support group for healthcare professionals on the front lines battling COVID-19. So again, look on our website for more information. Just wanting to say Shabbat Shalom. It's wonderful to bring in Shabbat with all of you. Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Rachel. Just wanted to mention one thing, and that is I'm pretty sure all of our offerings have been recorded. And I don't know if, James, you can confirm that you can find those recordings on the website as well. All of our special Wednesday evening programming and all the classes, all the services, essentially. So you can go back and reference those or just take those classes at your leisure.
Thank you, Rabbi Don. Those are available. Everything that we've done on YouTube is archived on our YouTube channel, which can also be found on the HEA website. I want to wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom and make Kiddush for our community. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם אותי לעולם אותי לעולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש שבת ויהי נפש שבת ויהי נפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם על כן ברך אדוני את יום השבת ויקדשהו סברי חברי ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן We conclude our service on page 211. Yasher Koach Ari, and to our davening team, Ari will. Oh, I'm sorry. Hannah and Micah are on Adon Olam, page 211.
Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yetzir Nivra Le'nasa B'hefso Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Yacharei Kiflot HaKol Levado Yimloch Nora Vehu Haya Vehu Hoveh Vehu Yeh Betifara Vehu Echad Ve'en Sheni Lehamshil Lo Lechapira Beli Reshit Beli Tachlit Velo Haoz Ve'hamizrah Vehu Eli Vechai Goli Ve'tzorchev Li Be'etzara Vehu Nisi Umanos Li Menakos Li Beyom Ekra Be'yodo Afkid Ruchi Ve'tishon Ve'aira Ve'imru Ki Geviati Adonai Li Ve'lo Ira
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom, y'all.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Thank you.
I'm going to take us off YouTube. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Oh, it's not taking me off.
And make me the host again if it's not.
Oh,